full agreement with first the Public Utility Workers Union, which is ably supported by Congress, which is the Congress of the 23 national unions. I fully agree with them in their opposition to the privatization of the Electricity Company of Ghana and generally the energy sector. Now, my agreement with them springs from the fact that I believe what government is saying. Government is saying that it's been able to retire $1.47 billion of the energy sector debt. Government of Ghana, not the private sector. Government of Ghana has taken steps to ensure that we will continue to receive power, to enjoy power, to use power for production, to use power for our domestic purposes and so on. Who did that? The state. So if the state is able to do all of this, why then hand it over to the private sector? If the state can't do it, fine. But you claim that the state has done it. So if the state has prepared the energy sector to the point where it has become viable again, why do you hand it over to the private sector? What sense does it make? I think it is about time to stop the senseless privatization of the public sector. You see, this morning when I was driving here to participate in this program, I tuned into a number of radio stations, and everybody is crying about the transport situation, especially in the cities and urban centers, most especially in Accra. This thing that private transport owners are doing, they take you, they drop you halfway, they charge you again, and sometimes you pay triple the cost of transportation. So, what is the remedy? And from all that I'm hearing from radio, the remedy is state intervention. You can only deal with this transport problem if the metro mass transport thing works, so that government can put buses on the road, which it then can regulate properly to charge the appropriate fares and so on. You can only deal with this problem of escalating transport costs to people and so on if government shows the example that it can be done. So government intervention is absolutely key in the key sectors of the economy, especially energy, because energy is so vital for running everything. And you cannot leave it to the whims and caprices of the private sector. You understand? In most countries in the world, even in some of the advanced capitalist states, the state controls the energy sector. So this suggesting of privatization and so on is absolutely nonsensical. And I stand firmly with the Trades Union Congress of Ghana in opposing it. And government shouldn't try. If they try, oh my goodness.
It's a talk of partial privatization, not entirely handing it over.
Did you read the TUC statement? It says no to privatization. It is no to privatization. Look, we had the same formulations about partial privatization and so on in the Kufuor era. What happened? We brought in Aqua Vitan Rands from South Africa to manage the water sector. What happened? Created such a mess that we had to sack them. In the Rawlings era, we brought in the Electricity Company of France
yes.
to come and manage aspects of the electricity company's work. In less than 1 year, they created such a mess we had to drive them out.
Yes.
So it's not something we have not done before. We've done it before with disastrous consequences. And that is why we say no to privatization today. No to privatization of ECG. If they want, they should try. If they try, they will meet the people of Ghana in the streets.